What is the name of a nation where teenagers can be tortured in real time on Facebook while everyone else simply scrolls by? In 2017, four young individuals and a mentally challenged boy was abducted and brutalized in Chicago. Laughing, filming, and streaming it live. Gangs in America aren't merely hiding. The video shows them broadcasting. We will examine 10 American communities where gang violence is no longer hidden, but rather visible. Number 3, Baltimore. How did the city that used to be a place of poetry and jazz dancing turn into a place where elderly people sleep with refrigerators leaning against the door? A 72-year-old woman from West Baltimore made news in the community at the beginning of 2024 when she revealed a terrifying nightly routine in which she presses her refrigerator against her apartment door for protection. Known for its thriving art scene and historic port history, Baltimore is currently suffering from the influence of more than 80 well-known adolescent gangs. Numerous businesses in areas with subsidized housing, even if the violence isn't always obvious, it never stops. Residents in Sandtown, Winchester, and Greenmount areas report hearing gunfire as if it were just another car horn. However, the greater tragedy is that elder centers have closed due to emotional degradation. Nonprofits that used to provide mental health or companionship services are either extinct or operate on fumes. Perhaps the biggest damage is that many senior citizens claim they no longer feel worthy of being protected. Number 2, Philadelphia. How did America's Declaration of Independence's birthplace turn into a struggle for its young people? Philadelphia made national news in 2024 after a 15-year-old boy was shot close to a Kensington recreation area. Bright daylight just following school that same week, it wasn't a unique incident. 4 distinct gang-related shootings over a 24-hour period were reported by police, all of which occurred within a 5-meter radius. However, any longtime inhabitant will tell you that the issue wasn't created this year, even though the city was formerly hailed as the city of brotherly love. The sound of sirens and closed schools have dampened Philly's pulse. Germantown, Kensington, and West Philadelphia have been characterized by the local media as gray zones, where parents forbid their children from going outside after 6 p.m. due to paranoia, but since it's a gamble, you don't need to look closely to understand why after-school programs were destroyed by budget cuts. Many inner-city children's lifelines, community centers, shuttered and organized groups filled the void by promising them instant cash, respect, and a perverted feeling of belonging. Number 1, Los Angeles. How do you explain to a South LA kid that the gang in their favorite music video isn't the same as the one on their street? The world watched the Rodney King riots in Los Angeles in 1992, but beneath the mayhem, decades of gang fighting, racial animosity, and structural dereliction were further revealed. The LAPD reported that year that there were more than 800 homicides connected to gangs, the most in the city's history.